Hey everyone. So today I wanted to show you how simple it can be to actually make a tart at home, especially when you have a smaller household like myself. For today's video, you literally need 4 ingredients and that's it. You need some tart shells, which unfortunately are a little bit more expensive if you can't get them on sale, and I was unlucky and did not get them on sale this time, so they cost me about $8. However, that's fine. You get 30 of them. You can use them for a whole bunch of other dishes, so not a big deal. The mousse, so simple. 1 cup of cold milk and the packet of mousse powder. That is it. After that, all you need is a hand mixer and a little bit of patience with it. Now, before you start doing the mousse, if you want, for time saving sake, since you can technically have all of this done in about 20 minutes flat, is take the shells and throw them in the oven before you start doing this. Now, it really is as simple as this looks. You mix it on low speed for about 1 minute and then on high for about 5. This greatly depends on your mixer though. If you've got one of the wire style ones where the heads are more wire shaped, it'll whip it way faster. If you've got one like mine with the blade style, it takes so much longer. Now, I tried to drop the audio down for this, but this is all it is. Now, I chose kiwi to go with this. That doesn't mean you have to. You can use whatever you want as your topping, and you can use as much of it as you want. Since it's strawberry, it goes great with dark chocolate. You could always put dark chocolate shavings or dark chocolate chips or something like that on top. If you had a chocolate mousse, using raspberries or anything like that is an excellent option. You also don't have to do mousse at all. You could always do a custard, like bird's custard. You can get that. It's powder just like this, and you make up a thick version of it, let it sit exactly like a mousse, and it will work perfect in a tart. With these tarts, since you bake the shells in advance, you can actually take the shells, put them off to the side. They'll last for a few days once they're cooked. Same with the mousse, same with everything else. You can make just 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 4 at a time. You don't have to make an entire batch. That's one of the things with home cooking versus scratch cooking. Home cooking, this is home cooking. It's just you're using shortcuts that are available to you to make smaller batches at a time. When you do scratch cooking, you tend to have to make a very large batch. Now, when you've only got 1 or 2 people in the house, that becomes a problem. Like, for instance, if I was to make pie crust myself for this thing right here, I would have to make a batch of it, split it into 6 different batches, and then freeze 5 of them. That's a waste of freezer space when I can just get a sleeve of pre-done tart shells. Now, the nice thing about using a medium freezer bag for this is it also turns into your piping bag. I don't have piping bags just laying around. I'm not a cake decorator, and I don't really have a whole lot of needs for them in general. So cutting the corner off of a Ziploc bag or something like this creates a piping bag for you. The other nice thing is to seal up your piping bag once you're done. Like if you only do 2 or 3 of them, all you do is you fold the tip over and put one of those little black clips on it that you'd see in an office supply store. Seal this up, throw it in the fridge. It needs to set overnight. Personally, that's what I think. You can use it as quickly though as within a couple hours. Now, the reason I was saying that it's not such a bad deal to get tart shells like this is because you can use them for so many other recipes. Some of them being small quiches. You can make mini pies with them. You can make other tarts with them. You can make mini meat pies out of them. You can also make small pot pies, especially if you let the shells thaw out. You can just thaw one extra one, press it down, cut it into strips, and you can make all these little tiny mini pot pies. Cut and peel the kiwi however you'd like. I personally like to freehand when I peel a kiwi. You can use a peeler, you can use a spoon, you can use whatever's comfortable for you. Now I did notice a little bit of a woody piece to the center of this. That's easy enough to get out. Just be careful. Kiwis are so slippery. And all you have to do is cut out the little tip. You don't have to cut all the way down and get all the white out. It's just the one little spot that was woody. As you can see with that one, slippery. Then all you do is slice them up. Try and keep them fairly even. Now again, if you don't want to cut something, that's fine. Use berries. Use other options. You don't have to use anything you don't want to. This is just my example. Or for that matter, add extras. Strawberry, kiwi, banana. Just keep in mind that the banana will oxidize and turn brown fairly quickly, so you don't want to do it too far in advance. Another option as well, if you wanted to get really fancy with these, is you could do a custard on the bottom and then mousse the top, and then put your toppings on. Just another level of flavor within there. But all still extremely simple again. This recipe, though, is so simple you quite literally only need the oven once. You don't even have to cook the mousse. Here's a picture of what the shells look like when they're cooked. I just pulled them out light brown. That's it. And the preparation stage. Now, normally I wouldn't make all 6 at once. I'd make 2 to 4. But for video's sake, this made sense. Now again, there's your piping bag. Squeeze in however much you want. Now, because of the type of mousse that this is, it's extremely light and fluffy. It's not heavy in any way. It's not too sweet. So it is fairly easy to kind of overeat these. Once you have all your shells filled, then it's just the topping time. But this is really how simple this can be. Even with this part of the video, it takes less than a half hour to do the whole job. The longest part of this is the fact that you have to wait for it to cool and set, because obviously your shells also have to be cold. Now you'll notice that I don't do any of these evenly. I wanted to just show you that you can decorate them however you want. You don't have to do them any specific way. Laid a fan over that one. Jab these ones in. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's home cooking, not meant for a magazine. So it doesn't need to be picture perfect. But there you have it. This is how simple it is. It's just another thing I wanted to share with you guys for Something easy for 2 people that's kind of cost effective, and you don't have to make a giant batch of anything. I also wanted to say thank you so much for the support I got from the last video. I greatly appreciate it. This year I just kind of wanted to go back to this as a hobby, and it's been an amazing experience so far. I'm going to keep trying to bring you a video every Tuesday. If you do have ideas, please let me know. I will gladly try to simplify whatever you'd like to see done. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.